Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bearcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Houston's offense will get the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Unloads quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Buys a little extra time. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Got his man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Cougars are on the move. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The give from the gun. And they're able to get him on the ground. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Kick is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Houston offense comes onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. On the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. Houston will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Now on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Cradles it at the 35. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Flips it out to the back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Creates a little space. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Second down, he'll throw it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He makes a grab, and he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. First and goal for the offense. Big fullback's got it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Got his man quickly. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Got a little space. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Tucker. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Bearcats have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's McLeod. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's McLeod. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The RPO, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He wants to throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swan, so big playmaking is always a possibility. They're trailing by 13 to Iowa. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Power football with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. Coming out with it, it's Tucker. Slips through the line. He steps out of bounds across the 30 at the 33-yard line. Nice work there by the return team. He'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out fast. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Lost, the defense is wide open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Bearcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. The give out of the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They kick it away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And that's a 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down run. The Cougars line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Tucker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defensive line, 3rd and long situations. I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from the 50. And the returner will be dragged down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Alexander.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll ride his man on the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll run the screen. Crosses to 30. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The Cougars in the hurry-up. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
They had a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he brokered the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. They're trailing by just 2 to Iowa. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it out of the shotgun. On the move at the 30. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The give to the big fullback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Floats it out in space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive under 2 minutes to play. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Give to the big fullback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The inside handoff. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Alexander. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Offense facing fourth down.
Gets the back moving. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. Both of these offenses sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense right now. They've got the guys to make the plays, just not able to execute here today, Dave.
And it's frustrating because you want to make those plays, especially offensively, but you got to find a rhythm. You got to find something you do well and kind of stick to it. That offense couldn't find anything they did really well, and that's why they couldn't put points on the board.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.